And we're live, and it is EuroScrum with Pete and Sam. And let's go to the old screen share. We get our nice recursion effect. There we go. I press the button. Okay.
That didn't go quite as planned.
No, the Google Talk plugin crashed. So let's try that again. Maybe screen share. I think like I was trying to do it too fast for it. I started the screen share, and I was going to go over here. Right.
Right.
Well, people focused. Pete, how are things with you?
Okay. I've not been doing very much lately.
Right.
But thinking about stuff.
Sure.
So I've been talking to Brian this morning, actually, on Cordelia, about getting that persistence done between step 1 and step 2 of Cordelia Workshop 1.
Yeah, yeah.
He's interested in working with the browser storage API.
Right.
We're not sure how that will dovetail with Angular.
Mm-hmm.
And I have no clue how to test drive Angular. They've just refactored the whole suite of Angular testing tools to move away from Jasmine,
right,
and use the built-in Angular stuff.
Right.
So I'll be pairing with John this afternoon on that if he's around.
There's a little video AngularJS retrieving stuff from. You might find that handy.
Yeah, that was cool.
Good stuff. Okay. Yes. Were you setting up a new Cordelia client meeting?
I have unfortunately lost touch with Drew and Mohammed, formerly from Hatch Academy.
As in they haven't responded to recent emails.
Yeah, and their email addresses that I have for them were both Hatch Academy.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So those have been terminated. I do have a connection with Drew on Google+, so I'm going to try and follow up.
Yeah, I mean, if you just Google their names, you can probably find their email addresses.
Yeah, I'll just have to do some digging.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, so anything... you might be doing some pairing later today on Cordelia, I guess?
Yeah, and I had a nice tweet from Elisa from Code School. I did the getting the Angular intro course on Code School.
Oh yeah.
And she was featured in the outro video to that. So I tweeted her my thanks. And she looked at Cordelia and she's very interested. So
cool. No, lovely.
Get another client on board.
Awesome. Good stuff. Yeah. Okay. So I think that's on to me then. Yeah. So yesterday. Yeah. I think we've fingers crossed. We had a client meeting with local support, which went reasonably well. I think we're basically kind of actually I guess ultimately we're in a good state. We're kind of we're live with Ninefold. We've got the HTTPS working. The student can keep. Do you need the room? Okay, hold on a sec, guys. Thanks.
Ironically.
That's all right.
All right.
That's fine. That's good. Excuse me. What else is going on? Yes. So the systems are like, I think we've fixed the invitation bug issue, although because we couldn't get a clean copy of the data from production to staging, or to development in particular, we couldn't test it, and then it blew up a bit when John and I tried to make it happen, which is sort of frustrating. And but I think ultimately it was fixed. It's a great lesson in the importance of running, data migrations in a test environment first. And I think Ninefold is, prioritized, good support for that now. So, that's kind of a good thing. It did make me late for the autograder stuff. We're trying to get, I don't know, we've got various issues with the homework 4, which is the BDD TDD cycle, which is still locked to a very old version of Rails, like 3.1. We made some progress there, but basically I think I'm going to have to spend a good chunk of time on Saturday morning hoping that we can get that in a good enough state to release. I guess I've got Saturday and Sunday morning to work on it before it has to be released, but not ideal. But yeah, so I'm here at Makers doing pairing with the Makers students today for Friday. I have been working through some local support pull requests. I'll discuss those with John and folks, hopefully in the Atlantic Scrum. But that's about it from me. Yeah, anything else that we need to address as a team? I think we've covered it then. But in fact, Yarrow and Motosem have joined us. Hey, Yarrow. Hey, Motosem.
Hi.
Yeah, let's. Well, I was going to wrap up. I'm glad I didn't because now you guys are here. Yeah, Yarrow. How are things with you?
Great. I got back into website 1.
That's awesome.
I have, as a sort of coming back after some time, I got some fresh look at things, and I have encountered a few issues with installing and getting all the dependencies on the machine with website 1. And at the moment, it's quite tricky with Rails 4.1 and Ruby 2.1.
Yeah. I'd say for some of the other projects now, for autograders and for local support, we have a Vagrant setup that basically allows for a much smoother install. We don't obviously yet have that for website 1, but it's that would be something that we could use. I'm really pleased with the setup that we have now for local support. You just open the repo, you do Vagrant up, and you're there, and you can start typing code immediately.
Yeah, me, Brian, and John have discussed this issue last night, and we have decided that Brian will try to automate the installing by writing a rake task, and then we'll probably move to Vagrant.
Sounds good.
I have encountered a few bugs with authentication with GitHub and Google Plus, and I will be looking into that this morning.
Okay.
That's about it. And I just found that, wow, the gem file is huge and the code has got more complicated. And generally, it is a little bit more difficult to sort of browse around.
Yeah. There's a lot going on. I'm still in the customer role, and I'm not really looking at the code base. So yeah, Brian's now kind of trying to keep the code base in check. So yeah, that sounds like you've got a good line of communication going with him, so no problems there. Just on the note from following on from your from before, yeah, I mean, I guess the key things are, don't let any errors fail silently, and try and drive any changes through tests. Of course, that doesn't magically make everything perfect, but I think those are two things to watch out for. Okay, cool. So yeah, you planning on pairing today?
Yeah, I will be looking at those authentication bugs by myself, and if anybody comes up available to pair, I will pair on any state.
Sure. Yeah, I don't know if you've met Motosem before, Yarrow? Motosem, Yarrow?
Hi, Yarrow.
No, I have, but nice to meet you. I haven't, but nice to meet you.
Motosem's lead on the OSRA Syrian Orphans project. How are things going with you, Motosem?
A bit slow because I'm new to the whole thing, so everything I do, it's the first time I do it, so I need somebody with me.
Yeah.
And I'm also busy with other things, so I'm not always able to attend the daily Scrum.
Sure.
So now we're at a state where we have, I worked with Sampriti, we got 2 stories up to a stage where we can have a pull request. And that's something I've never done before, so maybe I was looking for somebody. I was hoping Sampriti would be here.
Yeah, well, maybe, I don't know, if Yarrow, I mean, you're very familiar with pull requests. If you have a moment, maybe you could pair with Motosem, and he might be able to tell you a bit more about the Syrian project, and, you'd be able to help him with some pull request stuff?
Sure, no problem at all, although only with sort of general stuff about the pull request, because I'm not familiar with the way you do it in the Ostra project.
Yeah, although I think the Ostra project is getting started, so I think Motosem will follow your lead. But sorry, Motosem, you were going to say?
No, I was just saying, there is nothing special about the project other than the way pull requests are done in other projects. I think it should be the same, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Okay, good stuff. All right, so yeah, is there anything else blocking anybody, preventing them from achieving the happiness that is our birthright?
No.
Sounds like we're all very happy then, which is excellent, which is just how we like it to be. Okay, well, unless there's anything else we need to discuss as a team, I'll wrap it up there. If Yara and Modison compare, that would be awesome. And I'll maybe see some of you guys at the Atlantic Scrum.
All right, see you there.
Nice one.
Okay, see you later.
Bye for now.